Hey everyone, how y'all doing? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new writing vlog. So it is the final week of Preptober, which I honestly cannot believe. It makes literally no sense. October just began. Honestly, I can't even comprehend the fact that NaNoWriMo is next week. Like, I'm gonna be drafting a new project. I'm gonna be drafting specifically my project AMS, which I've been wanting to do for forever. Like, it just absolutely makes no sense in my brain. But anyways, it's the final week of Preptober. There is still some things to do. I've definitely hit that point, and if I'm being honest, I hit this point a while ago where I'm just ready to draft the book regardless of whether or not my outline is actually ready to go. I don't even have it open here. The outline, while being at 11,100 words exactly, I still feel like it's not where it needs to be, but as I've had to remind myself many times throughout this process, it does not need to be perfect because the first draft regardless is not going to be perfect, and I already know going into this that a lot of this is going to need to be reworked, so I'm trying not to stress about it too much, and honestly I'm not really stressing about it because I feel like I always get into this like very relaxed state before NaNoWriMo starts where I'm like, it is what it is, whatever happens is gonna happen. Do I regret that during NaNoWriMo when the drafting is really hard? Yes, but it is what it is. I always get through it. It's not that big of a deal. I do feel fairly confident in this outline. Will me saying that come back to bite me in the ass? Potentially, but here we are. So the plan for this week is to just finish reading through the outline. Will I actually add anything? I don't know. The then timeline is still lacking something, but I don't quite know what it is yet. I'm sure I will figure it out in different drafts. But the other thing on the agenda this week, which I just decided last night, is doing some character work. Is it going to be productive character work? No, because basically, let me explain. I was watching a vlog last night from Sincerely V. I love her writing vlogs so much. And so I was watching her newest one that she just uploaded. And in it, she used this avatar site called Ready Player Me, where you can just like create different avatars. And it's like a full body, like 3D avatar, and it's super cool. And I have many different character designs for my characters. So like I know what they all look like, but this just seemed really fun. And like a great way to like waste time but like also still technically be doing work. Like I said, it's not productive because I already know what these characters look like. I don't need to do this, but I just had this huge urge to do it. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Just, you know, sit down, make my main characters in this. If I love it, I might go back and make them for the other characters in my other books because that feels like a fun time. Today I'm just going to focus on my main character and like the main love interest, and if I like it I can make the other love interest and maybe some of the other characters. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to start off with my main character Lucy, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm going to start doing that now, which I just feel like is a super fun way to start off this vlog, start off the final week of Preptober, just a fun silly time where I make my characters. It's gonna be fun. Okay, so I just finished making characters for 3 of my books. So I did AMS, which is my NaNoWriMo project. So I made Lucy and Finn. And then I did my Christmas book all wrapped up, which was my last year's NaNoWriMo project because I saw that they had some like Christmas clothing options. So I was like, that sounds like a lot of fun. So I did Olivia and Charlie. And then I also just for funsies did The Show Must Go On. So I did Ellie and Sebastian. But I'm gonna be real honest about this site. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, it's fine, but as far as I could see, there were like no options to change the body type of the character, which I found very disappointing. Maybe there's a way to do it and I just don't know what it is, but I'm pretty sure that the body types are just what they are. I didn't love the hair options and just kind of the way that they looked, or the coloring options either. I didn't like that there weren't like actual like accessory options because I love having my main guide characters wear jewelry, and there were no like jewelry options. The glasses options weren't that great either. I couldn't find the right kind of glasses that I wanted Lucy to wear, so just kind of like disappointing. And they also just like kind of look a little weird. It was still like a fun project regardless. I don't know if I'm gonna do it for any other project. It just didn't seem that worth it to me. Like, it was a little bit fun, but it's just, I don't know, I think I'd rather stick with like pic crew and things like that, and just finding inspiration pictures on Pinterest. But it was kind of fun to like see the full body and like find different outfits, but they didn't really have many good outfit choices either that I felt like fit my characters. So, you know, it was a fun little exercise, a fun little thing to do, but I think I'm gonna stick with pit crew from now on because that one I find a lot of joy in. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do anything else today because honestly I should probably work on my bullet journal spreads a little bit or read maybe. I'm reading one of my friend's manuscripts right now and so I should probably do that. I think I'm going to read my friend's book for a little while. Okay, so I did not read my friend's book. Instead, I decided to plan out my NaNoWriMo live shows for next month. I mentioned them last week in the writing vlog, so if you've not checked that out, what are you doing? Go watch that. But I'm planning some very special live shows for the month of November. I'm going to be doing one every single week where we do live writing sprints together and talk with a special guest. So I have some very special guests planned and I was just kind of putting together some things for it, planning out each live show, creating thumbnail type things, and I'm just very, very excited about it. This is like the most excited I've been to do NaNoWriMo live shows in a long time, so I hope you guys are excited about them too. Make sure to follow me on Twitter because that's primarily where I'll be talking about these and announcing them. I also just talk about writing on there, so you might as well just go follow me on there anyway, but I will probably also be announcing them on the YouTube community tab, so make sure to keep an eye out for that as well. But I'm literally so excited about this, you have no idea. So that's what I've been doing for the last, I don't even know how long, like half hour maybe, and I'm not done yet, so I think I'm going to continue working on it maybe. I'm feeling good. I'm very excited. I'm like looking at it and it looks so good. I'm so excited to do these live shows and to chat with you. Yeah, it's gonna be a great time. Like, it's gonna be so much fun. It's currently Thursday. I have not updated in a few days because I haven't done any writing. I did do writing today though, as you guys just saw in the previous clips. I finished working through the outlines, so my NaNoWriMo prep is done. Yep, That is a terrifying thing to say because I feel like you're never quite done prepping for a novel before you write it. But like I think I've mentioned in this vlog, I've gotten to that point and I've been at this point for a while now where I'm just kind of like ready to write the damn book. That is what is happening. I finished reading through the rest of the outline today. I did add some things, clarified some questions that I had left for myself the last time I went through the outline. Is it perfect? No, but like I said, I will never be ready and I'm at the point where I don't want to work on it anymore. So I'm so excited to take the rest of this month off, which is only like a handful of days, but I'm so excited to just spend the next handful of days reading a lot, working on my bullet journal, watching the last few Halloween-y movies that I want to watch. I'm just very, very excited about it all. But yeah, no matter what happens during NaNoWriMo and how hard I know the drafting process will be, I just want you guys to know how excited I am for this book. And I want to remind myself about how excited I am and just how much I love this story. And even though it's not going to turn out how I want it to be and that first draft is not going to be good, probably by any stretch of the word, I'm still excited about it and I still love it. So I'm very excited. Tomorrow I'm going to end out this vlog because I thought it'd be fun to do like a little mini NaNoWriMo survival kit, because years ago that was like the big video that people would make before NaNoWriMo, was just kind of talk about the things that they needed going into a NaNoWriMo event. And I feel like nobody makes them anymore because I feel like once you've made it once, you don't really need to make it again. I'm in that situation where I've made it a couple of times prior, so I don't really feel like sitting down and properly making a video about it. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of include it at the end of this vlog here if you would like to see it, because I would rather you watch the segment in this vlog about it than go watch one of my old videos for it because they were years ago. So yeah, if you would like to see my NaNoWriMo survival kit, then stick around for the rest of the video. But yeah, one last little thing before I go for the night. I got my hair cut today and it is so short. I don't know if you guys ever get to fully see the extent of how long my hair was in these vlogs, but like my hair was like down to my butt essentially. Like it was so long and I was ready to have it cut. I have very thick hair and so when it's as long as it was, it gets very heavy and it gives me a lot of headaches, and so I really needed a cut. I also thinned it out quite a lot. I think my hairdresser said she got like rid of like half of my hair and I still got a lot. So it feels so nice. It's so short. Yeah, I'm very excited. I love it so much. So anyways, I just wanted to point that out because I'm very excited. I got it cut today. So it's still very fresh, very new, still styled how she did it. I'm obsessed with it. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow to talk about my NaNoWriMo survival kit. Okay, so it's now actually Saturday, but I'm here to talk to you guys about my NaNoWriMo survival kit. There's only a couple of days left until it's NaNoWriMo, which is just so stressful. But yeah, so let's just get right on into the NaNoWriMo survival kit. I feel like a lot of these things on here are pretty self-explanatory. So the first thing on my NaNoWriMo survival kit is obviously my laptop. So this is my baby. I draft all of my novels on my laptop, and so NaNoWriMo, writing 50,000 words in a month would literally be impossible for me without my beautiful laptop. So obviously this needs to be in my survival kit for NaNoWriMo. The next things are also really important. All of these things are important obviously, but these ones especially. So that is my novel journal and any notes that I have. So most of the information for my books are always in a little journal. This just happens to be the one for this year's project, AMS. So this has all of my brainstorming notes in it. It has world building stuff in it. It has character stuff in it. Literally almost all the information that I need for my novel is in this notebook. So it's great to have this on hand during NaNoWriMo so I can reference it for anything that I might need. And then I also always have a separate folder that has extra information in it that I don't want to write in the journal or that I just wrote down on loose leaf paper before writing it down in here. So I've got like relationship history things for my main characters. I have all of my like outline brainstorming, which usually involves a lot of plot diagrams and stuff. There are just a lot of notes in here where I'm just trying to figure everything out. So yes, I always need these with me to prepare for NaNoWriMo, and then actually during NaNoWriMo they're also very helpful. The next couple of things are also, again, very important, but they're specifically important for my organization during NaNoWriMo instead of the actual writing. So that is my planner and my bullet journal. So my planner is something that I use daily. I always use a planner in school to help me keep organized, and so I would know everything that I needed to do each day. And the habit just kind of stuck past school. So I use this literally every single day. I write everything that I need to do in a week, and then I highlight it when it's completed. It's all color-coded, so I always know what I need to do do every single day, and it's just so helpful. Currently in the November monthly spread, I have my live shows written down, so I make sure I don't forget them, although I don't think I'm going to. But I actually just announced the guests that I'm having for my NaNoWriMo live shows yesterday as I'm uploading this. So if you missed that, I'll put up on the screen the announcement picture that I made. But my guests are Livy Hart, who is the author of Talk Flirty to Me and the upcoming novel Planes, Trans, and All the Feels. Then we have Kaylee Holford, who is the author of the upcoming book The Last Love Song. That one's coming out in 2024. Then we have Rachel Moore, who is the author of the upcoming book The Book of Fades. That one is coming out in 2023. And then we have Haley Dennings from Pages of Haley, and she just recently got an agent, which is so exciting. So I'm so excited to have a new guest every single week except for the first week where I will be by myself. So make sure to join in on those live shows. It'll be a super fun time to talk to these authors about their books, and you guys can ask them questions during the live shows. I have some prepared questions to ask them. It's just going to be such a fun time doing writing sprints together. But anyways, back on topic. I need my planner to keep myself organized for what I'm doing every single day. November is always such a busy month in particular, so this is a lifesaver for me. And then my bullet journal is where I keep track of like all my stats and things for NaNoWriMo. I'm still currently working on my November spread, so I can't show you those, but I can show you a little peek at the July Camp NaNoWriMo spreads that I did. So I always have a writing goals page. I always have a word count tracker page so I can keep track of my word count every single day. I also do this on the NaNoWriMo website, but I like to have my own copy as well. I also keep track of the badges that I win throughout the month from the NaNoWriMo website because that's just a super fun thing to have. And then also just my stats throughout the entire month. But I also just keep track of days written. So this is like my October one. As you can see, I did not write as much as I probably should have, but I like to keep track of the days that I write. The next thing that is super important to me is my camera. So I do weekly writing vlogs, and I especially love doing them during NaNoWriMo. They're just so much fun. I love being able to look back at them and relive the experience. So I hope you guys are excited for all of my NaNoWriMo vlogs. I know I am. On the topic of writing vlogs, the next thing on my NaNoWriMo survival kit is just YouTube in general. I absolutely adore watching NaNoWriMo vlogs. One of my favorite things about NaNoWriMo is the community and just being able to connect with everybody. So I obviously love watching NaNoWriMo vlogs. My current favorite author tubers, by the way, Adele Marie is always a favorite of mine, and I believe she is doing NaNoWriMo this year with like her Dark Academia book, which is super fun. Sincerely V is a lot of fun too. I discovered her this year and I'm absolutely obsessed with her videos. They're so aesthetic and cute. I feel like I haven't been watching that much authortube recently, so maybe comment down below who your favorite authortuber is so I can go check them out. But yeah, I just love connecting with the community at this time of the year, so YouTube is a very important thing. It also keeps me inspired and motivated, so it's just a lot of fun. The next thing I need is also super important to me, and it is my novel playlist. So I typically write to my novel playlist unless like a new album comes out and I really want to listen to that. Like I've been listening to a lot of Midnights recently by Taylor Swift or 5 Sauce 5, but typically I do listen to just my novel playlist while I'm writing. And the playlist for this book is so sad and emotional, and it's just one of my favorites, and I love listening to it, even though it definitely puts me in my feels, which, you know what, is probably for the best for this book since I do need to be in my feels to write it, I feel like. So I'm so excited to write this book while listening to this playlist that I've been curating probably for years, even like subconsciously. So I am just so excited to write this book while listening to this playlist. The next thing is probably one of the most important things for me, and that is comfy sweaters. I feel like in every NaNoWriMo survival kit I always mention this specific sweater, and it is my Harry Styles tour sweater from his Live on Tour, and it's my Sign of the Times sweater. So this is just like my comfiest sweater. It's one of my favorite sweaters. I've been wearing it a lot recently. So yeah, during NaNoWriMo, comfort is one of the most important things, and this is always my go-to sweater. So big sweaters are definitely a must-have for me. The last thing on my NaNoWriMo survival kit is snacks and hot chocolate. So I don't currently have any hot chocolate, so I just thought I would show my favorite mug, which is this Winnie the Pooh mug that I got at the Disney store like forever ago. But yeah, hot chocolate is just my favorite writing drink, especially during these cold months, but also Coke Zero. I drink a lot of Coke Zero, but hot chocolate is my favorite writerly drink. Right now, one of the only snacks I have in the house are Famous Amos cookies, so I will probably definitely be munching on these probably in between writing sessions because these are really crumbly and I don't want crumbs in my computer. So Love these. But yeah, so that is my entire NaNoWriMo survival kit. I hope you guys enjoyed this writing vlog. I am so excited to get into the NaNoWriMo ones. When this video is uploaded, tomorrow will be my very first NaNoWriMo live show for the year. So it's going to be happening at 2 p.m. PST. So if you are available and you want to do some writing with me and some chatting with me, then please do join because it's going to be so much fun. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below and let me know if you're participating in NaNoWriMo and what you're working on, because I'd really love to know. Subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!